Hello everyone, my name is Emiron and welcome back to watching the elite cameraman being sus and drooling over TV woman. Yeah, by the way, episode 67 part 2 was way too intense for me, and I'm sure all of you saw it, so
Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman
I
here.
hope it's not too loud.
We really haven't been getting any good endings lately. Today's episode was even more devastating compared to episode 65's ending. When I saw the ending scenes of this episode, I literally was speechless.
Yeah.
Titan Cameraman has endured all that for as many episodes as much as he can, but we saw the real powers of Scientist Toilet, and he really did prove himself to be the strongest, or one of the strongest toilets ever. Blood literally had 1 billion upgrades under his sleeve.
Yeah, he
and
literally had
the craziest thing that happened in
bro.
this episode was the comeback of G-Man Toilet. It seems like he was indeed getting upgraded for all that time, and goddamn, he really did get some crazy upgrades.
He
And
looks like
somehow
Iron Man.
Titan TV Man is still nowhere to be seen. But
Like,
we'll
what
talk
the
about
heck?
all this later in the video, so before we get into it, make sure to like the video, and let's try to get this video to 100,000 likes. Also, as you guys might know, we are almost at 920,000
Yeah, get him to
subscribers at this
100.
moment,
Well,
which is
no,
just
get him to
80,000
1 million.
subscribers away from 1 million subscribers.
Get him to 1
With your
million.
help, I
Like and
think we
subscribe.
can 100% get to 1 million subscribers before Titan TV Man comes back. I really do wonder which one will be revealed before at this point, though. GTA 6 or Titan TV Man. Anyways, let's
Titan
jump
TV
right
Man.
into the analysis you guys have been waiting for. The episode starts right where the last episode ended. We see Scientist Toilet arriving at the scene and Titan Cameraman doing the "you're dead" pose right after.
You
But
shall
things really
die.
didn't turn out the way they wanted, and Titan Speaker Man doesn't even hesitate for a second and starts attacking Scientist Toilet because they know that it's a 2 versus 1, but I don't think they had any idea of Scientist Toilet's real powers. He uses his laser blaster right next to his eye to shoot Titan Speaker Man, causing him to back off a little. But he starts getting attacked by Titan Cameraman right at this second. Titan Cameraman actually tries to cut off Scientist Toilet's arms with the buzzsaw, but fails
But it's too
miserably.
hard.
This does make sense because the buzzsaw Titan Cameraman is probably made with materials worse than the Scientist Toilet uses himself. He probably only uses the best quality stuff on himself.
Yeah.
And right after
G-Man.
Titan Cameraman's failed try, Scientist Toilet uses his speakers to push Titan Cameraman off and actually
Boing.
knocks him down.
Bong.
I think this alone shows how tired Titan Cameraman was while coming here, because I really don't think this is something he'd normally budge against.
Yeah.
While this is happening, we see Titan Speakerman jumping onto Scientist Toilet from the back, and he actually successfully stabs him from his laser blaster. But this really gets him mad, because
But not
right
into
after
the
he
head.
throws Titan Speakerman, we see the toxic arm similar to the EB Mafia Toilet had in the last episode coming out
yeah.
of Scientist Toilet, which
Forgot about
probably
that.
surprised a lot of people. But that wasn't it, because he was actually hiding all
That
his
came out
tools.
from his butt,
He
bro.
uses the toxic arm to
No.
actually shoot a toxic rocket, which causes Titan Speakerman's last hand cannon to fall down, but it doesn't look like his body is affected because of the acid. There is one thing in this scene that everyone has been wanting me to talk about, though.
Iron
So
Man.
before we continue, let's look at the mountain
Chest
at the
beam.
back.
Come on.
I have been getting a ton of screenshots
What is
of the
that?
mountain on the back this last week because we saw it on episode 67 part 1 also, and everyone has been saying that the white square looking thing is either Titan TV Man or a large TV man, but I really don't think that's the case. It might be.
I don't think so.
But when you think about it, it doesn't make sense. Why would they just hide there? And if you zoom in, you'll see that it's most likely another circular white satellite.
Yeah, what the heck? Yeah, but I see some sort of silhouette here though. It could be just antennas, but looks kind of big. Hey, it kind of looks like Titan Speakerman for some reason. It looks like his speakers. I don't know, maybe that's where like the unused assets put so it doesn't lag up the place or something.
And it's just the
No idea.
perspective of the camera.
Just guessing.
And this gets Titan Speakerman really mad because we actually see him use his core
Chest
laser
beam.
on Scientist Toilet to
Iron
destroy
Man.
his acid launcher arm. We also get to see his goofy, shocked face right before his arm explodes. I'm loving every single
That
shocked
looks
face
so funny.
Dafuk is putting
Yeah.
in these
He's
episodes.
just like, oh,
One
never,
thing to
oh
note,
crap.
just like Mafia
Uh-oh.
Toilet in episode 67, part 1, Scientist Toilet's head also gets burned by acid, and that's why he was scared. Even though their toilets and equipment is fully capable of surviving against acid,
Bong.
since the faces are actual flesh, they get burned really easily. But it's actually crazy because this guy can endure Titan Speakerman's core lasers to the face without getting
To
a
his
scratch.
eye. Wait, what?
And decides to pull out a whole another laser weapon which looks like G-Man Toilet's laser, but a better version. When he shoots the laser, it literally knocks down.
Wait. I think those are the dot octopus arms when Titan TV Man got his first upgrades. He killed that, remember?
Titan Speakerman in a single second. That thing is a little too overpowered if you ask me. But thanks to Titan Cameraman,
loaded
it gets cut
10,000
just a second
gunpowder.
later. I really can't imagine if it stayed a whole, because it feels like if he continuously used it on the Titans for more than 10 seconds, I feel like they probably would die. We see Scientist Toilet charging up the speakers and using it to blast Titan Cameraman away once more, and it's actually working. He was able to do this twice in this episode, and it feels like these speakers are actually better
He's
than
like,
what Cinema
"Sit
Man
down,
had
boy."
before. But this scientist guy
You're way
doesn't
too
stop
illegal.
there and somehow pulls out another weapon from his...
Boing.
I really can't think of where else he could have put all these weapons. This looks like another acid weapon, but before he can use it, Glitch Plunger comes to the rescue
Boing.
with all his might. If you guys don't remember, instead of going with all the other special agents and teleporting to the TV Man base, Plunger Cameraman left the scene on his own, and it probably was easier for him to come back fast.
Yeah.
I do think that the other special agents are going to appear as well with Titan TV Man's return.
Fly.
But that'll most likely be in episode 68 or on part 3 of episode 67, because like I guessed on my part 1 analysis, it ended on a cliffhanger, so there really might be a part 3 this time. But
Yeah.
if we go back to the episode, we can see that Glitch Plunger can't really deal any damage to the Scientist Toilet because his defenses are too strong, and Scientist Toilet starts using his speakers so much that the screen slowly starts glitching, and we can see Glitch Plunger trying to handle it in the sky. Sadly, Scientist Toilet uses his left eye
Ooh.
laser to one-shot our beloved hero, and he falls down just like
Bro,
how
he
fell
got
down in
KO'd
episode
2 times.
57, part 1. If Blood loses another fight in episode 77, I'm actually going to lose it. It's always every 10 episodes. We see the Glitch Plunger crash down, but I don't think he is dead. First of all,
Hopefully.
he has the toilet as armor and probably was protected from the impact. And we
Hopefully.
didn't really see an explosion, so we know that
Hopefully.
the Glitch Toilet itself is fine. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like if Glitch Toilet exploded, it would be something crazy because the power inside it is crazy.
Oh yeah, it's
Imagine an engine
nuclear
that can
coal,
go
bro.
up to that speeds exploding. There is one more thing that I wanted to make sure, because if you guys remember part 1, we saw Secret Agent twice in 2 different places, and his history suggests that he appears almost every time Plunger Cameraman is there, so I checked every frame, and there was only one frame I found something similar to him, and it was on the exact frame where Plunger Cameraman was falling down from the sky.
Wait, what?
If you zoom into the small bunker-like house on the back, there is something that looks like a silhouette with a black jacket and white shirt.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think it's him, because I feel like if Dafouk was going to put him,
Unless
he'd
it's
at
a
least
shadow.
make it a little more obvious so that it's understandable. Unless it's actually him and he is there to help Plunger Cameraman survive,
Yeah.
I think he already did whatever he wanted to do in here on part 1 of episode 67, because we saw some light coming out of the bunker door's security system in the
Yeah,
last
it's some
part when he
sparks, bro.
appeared. After seeing this, Titan Cameraman actually gets mad and starts attacking Scientist Toilet with his saw hand instantly,
Into
starting
the eye.
to cause actual damage to his laser eye. We can definitely see that it hurts for Scientist Toilet. But suddenly something crazy happens. and
Bro,
the
his
man-
other arm is still okay. He should grab the head with his left arm and then shove the thing inside, you know?
Legend G-Man Toilet finally returns with his upgrades. I don't think anyone was waiting for his comeback, at least on this episode, because I thought it would
Are
happen
those
on
speakers
episode
or just
68.
cannons?
Our angry boy doesn't seem like his personality changed even a tiny bit, because he enters the scene with full confidence, yapping about some random stuff. But something is actually weird, because if we pause the scene, we can see that he has a core now, and it's the same core that Titan TV Man had, but it's yellow. What could this mean? Were they able to copy the core technology, or was this just made up? One thing is for sure, with every new upgrade, G-Man Toilet is looking more like a Titan, and I feel like he
Yeah.
might actually get legs and arms one day, very,
Bro,
very
no, that's
further
gonna
down
look
in the
weird.
series. It looks like now he has 4 jetpacks instead of just the 2 on the back, probably for higher speeds because 2 of the jetpacks are sideways. On the other hand, he has 4 normal lasers, 2 huge lasers, 2 glasses lasers, and 1 core laser from what we can see. Even though he only got 3 extra lasers, His damage output probably at least doubled or even tripled compared to before.
Or maybe
He
more
also got some
accurate.
new glasses, which actually looks drippy this time because the yellow ones he had before, oh boy, don't get me started. We also see the back of his head for a second, and we can see that
What?
something is connecting his head. The lasers on the sides and his
Oh, yeah.
sunglasses. This probably is to protect them from falling off while also protecting him against speakers and TV beams. His
That actually
armor
makes
is
sense.
also so much more durable now from what we can see because he looks more like a tank now. He certainly was built together with passion and love. I don't know who built him, but goddamn, this upgrade is majestic. I still
Yeah.
do hate him though because they are not leaving my boy Titan cameraman alone. And the ending of the episode, which we'll get to, was not a sight I wanted to ever see. Like the video to pay
Yeah.
your respects to Titan cameraman.
But
G-Man
I
Toilet
still
instantly
confused
charges
about
up
how.
his lasers and shoots Titan cameraman, resulting
Yeah.
in him getting knocked
He
down
fall
for
down.
a second, but he still tries to get up and fight, even though everything going on. Sadly, things don't go as planned because right when Titan cameraman gets knocked down, Scientist Toilet shows another upgrade and pulls out a claw from his throat. Also, we can see that his laser eye is completely destroyed after Titan cameraman's attack,
Yeah.
but it was all for nothing. Scientist Toilet's throat claw catches Titan cameraman's lens protector and it rips it off. I guess we now know why we G-Man Toilet like Scientist cameraman. I guess my man
Hey.
likes it unique.
Hey,
One thing
yo.
I don't understand
No.
before we continue on with the craziest part of the episode is, why did Scientist Cameraman swallow the camera lens? Does he actually have some type of power where if he swallows objects or upgrades from the Alliance races, he can reproduce it?
Whoa.
It might be a possibility because I don't know why else he would want to swallow a lens otherwise instead
Yeah,
of
wait,
throwing
what?
it away, which probably would take less effort. But right at this exact moment, we got a crazy reveal. Scientist Toilet pushes his main speaker off him, and we see an
Yeah.
actual TV screen on him. God damn, that's crazy.
Like,
bro
where
said.
did he get it
All
from?
these upgrades are not enough. Let me put a whole ass TV on my chest. People might actually think that this is the same TV that Titan TV Man had.
No, it's
but it
flat
actually
screen.
is not because you can see that it seems a lot more modern because
It's
it's
a
lot
flat
more
screen TV,
slim.
bro.
Like modern TVs we have instead of TV men who have bulky TVs. And we can also see that it actually says Skibidi on the toilet. I guess this might be a reference to
Bruh.
Samsung and how they put their logos on monitors. Maybe Dafuk actually uses a Samsung monitor and used it as a reference. Who knows? But it's
Skibby
weird
song.
because we saw
Yes.
so many upgrades in this episode from the toilet duo, and it looks like they have been improving their technology a lot. As I mentioned in my part 1 analysis, I think something is going on inside that bunker, and it's either a lab or a research facility for toilets. The second scientist toilet pulls out the
manufacturing
TV. He starts using the beam which Titan TV Man had, and to think that they could replicate his TV beam powers is crazy. The POV cameraman instantly puts on his protective lens, but it really is too late for Titan cameraman. He is being mind-controlled into killing himself with his new buzzsaw
No.
hand, while our boy G-Man is still yapping in
He's
the
just
background.
like chilling. He's just watching.
Before we talk about this, what happened to Titan Speakerman? Why hasn't he helped since he was knocked down? His situation also might be a lot worse than we think, because he literally didn't stand up after he was knocked down as far as we know.
Maybe
Hopefully,
because
at least
it hit
he's
his
alive,
core.
because Titan Cameraman actually might have died in today's episode. After all those fights and serving the Alliance, his thick plot armor might be gone now. I've been saying that we most likely were going to see someone die soon, but is Titan Cameraman really dead? Because even though it looks like his
It doesn't
head is
look like it's
exploding,
cutting through,
we
though.
can see that it's still one piece in the last frame of the episode, and the buzzsaw sound slowly fades away with the TV beam sound effect after the screen goes to black. But suddenly we hear another eerie sound at the end of the episode. Could this be the sound of Titan TV Man's new TV monitor?
Oh, please.
Is he
please,
actually
please.
coming back in the next episode? Because from the
Bulletproof
leaks
glass,
that were
bro.
posted before part 1 of episode 67, it looked like he might appear in this scene, and many people have been saying that right at the end of the episode, we can see Titan TV Man slowly coming to the scene from the sky. I can't figure out if it's just a cloud or something actually moving, but this is what it looks like when we zoom in.
It's like a
I
weird.
personally don't think the toilet duo will win the
Peter Pan. It looks like a pirate ship. Not gonna lie.
next fight, but I think Alliance will suffer more losses overall, even though they win the battle with the help of Titan TV Man. This episode was actually crazy, and hopefully Titan Cameraman can survive this situation because he really does deserve a break at this point. Make sure to like and subscribe to pay your respects to Titan Cameraman, Elite
Yeah, better like and subscribe to him and me, please. On to the next one. Okay, so apparently there's some sort of issue that the Fook Boom might get terminated. I'm not
Hello,
sure.
everyone. Elite Cameraman here. Just like yesterday, I have some bad news, and it's actually worse. If you have watched my video yesterday, you would know that Dafook has been striked twice, and episode 67 part 2 was almost delayed. And if he actually wanted to post it 10 hours later, it would have been delayed 10 days. Which is crazy to think about because a few hours ago, Dafook made an announcement on his Discord server saying that he has received the third strike. He stated, "You've all probably heard about my channel receiving 2 copyright strikes. These strikes didn't come from owner of any materials I used, even though second strike came allegedly from owner of speaker models. But this turned out to be a lie, and the original creator isn't involved in any of this at all.
What?
These strikes came from the people who make Gary's mod characters battle videos on YouTube, such as Heart Gmod. And it goes on to explain how they operate, but I won't read every MSG. Instead, I'll put them on the screen, and you can read them by pausing the video if you want." After this, he sent some screenshots of the strikes and said, "From what I've known, one anonymous Telegram group have gathered all those who hate my content and gave them tips on how to successfully falsely strike my channel." And continued on
That
to
is not
explain
okay.
how the situation started with him and Dom Studios striking these channels, and now Heart Gmod is apparently blackmailing Dafook and holding his account as hostage, and they also apparently said that these strikes will continue even if his channels get terminated. Dafook also said that his talks with YouTube all resulted in corporate responses, which means it's most likely automated responses or responses from people that can't do anything about the situation. And this is actually something you can help with because whenever situations like this arise, big creators go on to Twitter, which is called X, now I know, and tweet
Yeah.
about the situation, resulting in the issue to be fixed a lot faster than it normally would. Dafook also tweeted on Twitter on his brand new account for the first time ever, just for this. I'll put the link to this tweet in the description and the comments, so make sure to go to this tweet, like it, and retweet it. If you don't have an account, open one and do it afterwards, because this is the best way you can help,
Okay.
since we need YouTube's attention, because the strikers are saying that they'll keep doing it even if they are terminated. One thing I would also do is to @MoistCritical and Ludwig under the tweet, because they both cover drama like this all the time, and it might actually help the situation. If we don't fix this and get YouTube's attention, Dafook at least won't be able to post a new video for about 10 days, and that's only if all the strikes are resolved.
yeah.
If the strikers keep striking,
This is why
he
I
might
hate
not be able to
humans.
post for even longer. His channel is also at risk of termination, but I don't think that it'll go there because these are clearly false strikes. Once you see what the third strike is, for which I'll show in a second, you'll be speechless. 5 minutes
Sure.
after writing all his announcement messages, Dafook sent another message saying that he just received his third strike, and it's actually from someone else. But the reason for the strike is so laughable, and I have no idea how YouTube is letting this be. This strike was on episode 59 of Skibidi Toilet, and it was
This
issued
is
by
so
someone
long
called
ago.
Yeoman's Mom, another Gmod Skibidi battle
Okay, what the heck?
YouTuber. I'm not going to show you any of his videos, but this blood
Okay.
claimed that he made Speakerman before Dafook Boom.
Highly
He sent
doubt
one of
that.
his 2-month-old videos as proof, while Dafook made the first Speakerman like 6 months ago, and these strikes are supposed to be reviewed by YouTube before going through. This is basically bullshit, to be honest.
Yeah.
Abusing the system like this should not be allowed. Forget the strikers, people are never going to change, and false strikes will always be a thing, but YouTube needs to take action and actually review these strikes just a little before issuing them. It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes for a 10-year-old to understand these guys didn't make Speakerman. Dafook also commented on the video that was used as the strike's so-called proof, saying, "This video was used to strike me, SMH." Right now, even if Dafook wanted to upload a video, he wouldn't be able to. And if these issues are not solved, episode 68
it's
or
gonna be so
episode 67
problematic.
part 3 will need to be delayed. I personally think it's going to be part 3.
If it's going to be delayed, I'm not too upset about it because that means Dafook can have more time to make it even better, which means it'll be much more greater of a masterpiece for those dumb assholes to cry about.
Because it was a huge cliffhanger. From what it looks like, Dafook was planning to post every 7 days, and that plan is ruined now. And if these issues are not fixed, the damage will be done. So as I said earlier, go on Twitter, his account is called DafookBoom_legit, and like and retweet all his tweets.
Yep.
Because on his Twitter, he shared a screenshot of a message from the strikers and explained the Russian text. Apparently, the strikers are planning to keep his channel inactive, and he has 3 strikes forever, so that he never uploads again. If this happens, we would be left on episode 67 part 2 forever, unless you go and help. My videos get about 500,000 views, usually, and even if only 100,000 of you goes on to like his tweet, I think we'd reach a big enough audience to get YouTube's and other YouTubers' attention. If you care and enjoy the series, go do your duty and like the tweet.
Yep, go do it. Go on to X. Complain. Yep. Time to be the bully of the bulliers. Anyway, okay, next one. Oh no, I'm gonna do part 2 because I supposedly... never mind. Forget what I just said. Just like and subscribe. And this is episode 67. It's heartbreaking. Anyway, like and subscribe. Have a great day. Check out their channels. Make sure to do that. Make sure to give them love. Make sure to help them. Anyway, bye.